Welcome to the tournament layout at Centennial Disc Golf Park. Hole 1 is quite short but very technical. You either have to do a tunnel shot or you can go all the way around to get to the basket. The road and this cement is OB. The next one is over the gully. If you don't make it past the gully, you have to go to the drop zone, which is right there. Then you have to make it around the corner to the basket. This hole has quite a lot of elevation. Hole 3 is another short one, but you have to make it through all these trees which are guarding the basket. If you make it through, you have a chance for birdie if you make the putt. The next hole is quite open, but if you go long, you risk going OB into the workout park. But if you get a nice forehand fade, you can make it right to the basket and have a birdie. The next hole has a lot of different lines you can attack it with. You can go straight or you can go all the way around. The sidewalk is OB. Hole 6 has a sharp turn to the left. And if you get the angle right, you'll be putting at an elevated basket for birdie. On hole 7, you have to make it to the right of this Mando, and then you have to make it around or over the gully and make your way to the basket. The gully is OB, so make sure to stay out of it. This is a very unique hole. The next hole is quite downhill, and it is tricky to get it all the way down there, but if you do, you have a high chance for birdie. The next hole has a lot of trees. You have to navigate through all the trees in order to get to the basket, but if you go long, then the road is OB. Hole 10 is another par 4. You have to get quite a lot of distance off the tee to be able to attack the pin for birdie. Parking lot is OB. Next we have a tricky hole where you either have to go onto the island or make it all the way to the green, since the parking lot and the road is OB. The next hole offers a lot of different lines as well. You can go under or over, and you're putting at an elevated basket again. At hole 13 we have a tricky double Mando, but if you make it through, it gets pretty open. Hole 14 is an island hole. It's pretty short and downhill, but it can get tricky. Next, we have a hole with a Mando to the left. You go to the drop zone if you miss. You have to get quite a lot of distance to have a chance for birdie. The next hole is pretty open, but then it is guarded by a lot of trees. The hills make hole 17 very interesting. The dog park and the road is OB, and there's a big tree guarding the basket. Next, we have one of the longest holes. This one's really downhill, but you have to make the Mando, otherwise you go to the drop zone. Then you have to make it through all these trees and not go OB onto the road before going into the basket. Good luck at the tournament.